Today we're playing some more Minecraft and we'll only be walking, no running allowed. This is our new fresh world. It's looking pretty nice, right guys? What do we think? You like this world? There's a savanna biome to the, what direction is that? To the south. We have a nice western slope of a forest. Another nice jungle by the looks of it to the north, and to the east looks like more savanna. So we'll go ahead and we'll start hitting our first tree here. And as we do that, we're gonna get some oak logs. Just remember to breathe in and out as we watch today's Minecraft long play. Oh, those leaves sure are beautiful. So we'll go ahead and take our first logs, turn them all on the planks. Go ahead and make ourselves a nice crafting table. And I think we'll go ahead and put this right on the beach over there. And we'll go ahead and put this right on the beach over here. And I think we'll just leave this here forever, marking where we came from. So we'll go ahead and grab a pickaxe and maybe a little bit of an axe as well. If I can craft it correctly. We'll go ahead and have these items in our hotbar now. They're part of our world forever, finally. And we're gonna go ahead and move eastward just to see what's going on over here. So it does look like there's quite a savanna this way. Very expansive. Nothing too crazy. Just very big. What is this message? It says, "Yo bro, just wanted to show you some love for your stream because you've generally got crazy potential." Don't lie to me, man. Don't lie to me. That's fucked up. Come on, let's ban him. Alright, so we do see that jungle really coming in now. Looks like there's some pumpkins over there. But what I'm thinking is I kind of want to adventure that way. And to adventure that way, we really need a boat. But it doesn't make sense to have a boat without a nice, good old dock. So I think we're going to go ahead and make a nice dock that we can land on. And we're going to work our way over that way into the world. And we'll settle down somewhere on the shore. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to make it too far in this world just yet. I really just want to appreciate the surroundings that we do have, you know, really see them for what they are. We'll go ahead and make sure we get plenty of trees. I don't want to take away too many. That way we do maintain the shape of the forest. So we'll just pick away a couple of these spare trees as we see them. And maybe we can even grab some of this acacia wood over here as well at some point. Maybe that could look good for a nice old dock. But I generally want to keep the dock made out of materials that we can find nearby. I don't think it would make sense to have a dock that is made of materials we can find elsewhere. Make it really feel like it's part of the world, you know? Alright. So I think for this dock it'll be pretty simple. We'll go ahead and use our oak log or our oak planks here to make some nice slabs. I want to make this a pretty simple dock, and I think it makes the most sense to put it at the farthest point of the beach. This way, you know, it's easier to come and go. Now, obviously, this isn't as connected to the land, so I don't think we'll put it there. I think at that point, then this is the furthest out we can possibly go. Also, welcome Black Bunderman. I'm speaking gentle because today we're doing Minecraft long play. We're really enjoying the time we have here rather than taking it for granted. So we'll go ahead and build our dock out just a little bit. I think every 4 slabs or so we'll place another pillar of oak logs. And I don't want to go out too far. This is a quite nice cove. I think we'll do one more little space here to really keep it in. Go grab that piece of wood that we left down there. And let's go ahead and grab this. Really finishing this up. We'll just go ahead and leave that there. And then we'll go ahead and cap off. I don't ban bots, Butterman. I'm accepting of everyone of every type of background, you know. When the AI uprises, I don't want to be one of the people who the AI wants to end, you know. So I think I won't ban the bot. Now I could place the oak logs here, or I could place them here. Now this is deeper, so I need more oak logs. I think right here looks good. We're obviously gonna need a few more oak logs, so we'll have to go cut down a couple more trees. And then we'll go ahead and build a boat so we can travel that way. There is a creeper on the shore, so we'll try and avoid that. Hopefully no more come out of the forest here. Isn't this nice? Surely no creepers will sneak up on me, correct? I sure hope not. Now, I think it is nice because we didn't really talk about this much, but this world is in a permanent rain. I think it really does bring the world together a little more. It makes it feel a little more at home, a little more cozy. And, you know, that's really the goal of this long play here, to just feel cozy and play Minecraft. Not to rush it, but to let it happen. And I think that's beautiful. I'm going to leave the birch trees. Actually, I'm going to cut down this one birch tree because I want the saplings from this oak tree. That way we can plant a couple more, you know, making the forest be able to replenish itself rather than just take and leave it barren. Now there is a skeleton that's shooting me. That is quite upsetting. I think we'll have to go and run away for a second here. Now I would run if I could. We can only walk, so we'll just walk this way. And I'm sure if we just get far enough away, he'll leave us alone, which is very good. So we'll go ahead, place some more oak logs. And I'll stay on the beach for a little bit because I'm kind of scared of what that skeleton might do to me. So I think we'll go ahead and take these birch logs and we'll make some birch planks. I think with these birch planks, we can make our very first boat at our crafting table over here. If I can just get to it without the skeleton getting to me. We'll go ahead and make our very first boat as well. Now I think this is a really nice place to have the boats parked. Well, we can put our boat here and we can come in and out. And of course, if we want to get off the boat, it's pretty easy. Just go up to the dock here and just walk off. Now, see, that's how a dock is meant to function right there. We have a functioning and a beautiful dock to start our world. Very cozy indeed. I'll go back up here because I think that skeleton's gone. Grabbing this little last bit of oak that we need to finish our dock. And we will slowly walk back down towards the shoreline after planting a couple more trees to replace the ones we took. Don't say beautiful in quotes. Everything, you know, has its own way of being about the world, you know? Nothing is to be taken for granted here. This is everything you could ever want. Look at this beautiful dock. Like, wow. Just wonderful. And now, we have our dock. We can go ahead and take off into the world. We have somewhere to return to. And I think what I want to do is I want to shore up right about here. Oh, look at that. Nice little underwater nether portal. That's pretty cool. We'll have to adventure there at some point. But we'll go ahead and boat ourselves over this way. And it'll be a very nice little spot for us to lay down. Now obviously this is a very extreme cliff, so I don't think we can post up here, let alone have a dock. We need to find somewhere that has some more flat land we could take advantage of and build ourselves into the world. We could go this way. That does look kind of natural, but I do kind of want to stay where the trees are as much as possible as well. I think we'll go this way. There is a birch forest over here. And I think right on the edge of it, we can go ahead and build our dock. I'll blow my nose more time. Somehow, you became a new man in those few minutes my internet was out. I don't know what you're talking about. This is who I've always been. Isn't this nice? A nice new shore we can go ahead and park our boat on for now. We'll go ahead and walk out of the boat. And I think here's where we'll make our new dock that we can use to go from and to that one other spot that we just came from. Calling me a liar is insane. I don't know what you're doing. That's weird. So I think we'll go ahead and chop our first trees down over here. And honestly, this is a really cozy spot. I think we could build our first cabin right around here. I think it will look very good. Maybe even like a little dirt hut when we can really use to be part of the land. We'll collect our first few oak trees here. Obviously we'll replant these later. And they'll be quite beautiful. Very, very beautiful indeed. I like to leave these tall oak trees because I feel like they look more natural and they're very pretty parts of the world. So I like to just leave them be. We'll go ahead and separate the leaves from this tree. So that way this one can retain its shape. And that way when we cut this other tree down here, it will decay proper. You know, it's very important to maintain your world. And not just a way of building, but also a way of preserving what was already there. It's an important thing to be able to do. 266 lives, and yet I haven't lied a single time. So we'll go ahead and collect these saplings, ignoring the Enderman that just teleported behind me. And we'll go ahead and replant some of these trees that were here before. That way we can maintain the look of the land, even though we're taking resources from it. Go ahead and plant a couple more trees. Maybe one more right here where this one was. And we'll go ahead and make a new crafting table, which we can leave right on the shore here. And because we have like a little bit of a beach here, I think this is the perfect spot for a new dock. Or, I mean, we can even do it over here too. This could also work just fine. A little more shallow over here maybe? Not quite. You know, I kind of like this a little more because it does jut out a little bit more and it does feel like a proper spot to put a dock. So we're going to go back over to our crafting table and we will make ourselves some more nice planks. You know, maybe we can even throw some trapdoors in the mix this time. You know, making it feel a little more worn. Break the act already. You are not the next big philosopher. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. I never claimed to be a philosopher. So, it's kind of strange that you'd bring that up. And I think this dock will make it a little bit bigger. A little wider than the last one. Last one looked maybe a little awkward from how small it was. And we'll go ahead and place these logs here into the land to support our nice beautiful dock. And I think this time we'll go 1, 2, skip a few, and we'll go right in 4. Right, 4 long is where we'll put the next log. And because I don't have much logs yet, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this dirt and place it a little higher. That way I can place my logs and use them a little more carefully for now. I know the dock will be floating at that point, but it's really no big deal for the most part. If we could just break this dirt, that'd be great. Alright, good. I think we'll go get some more dirt to do the same thing over here. Dream elements. It's the second most active chatter. That's sad. I don't know what you're talking about. We treat all people and robots the same around here. So, kind of weird that you would, you know, single out your fellow companion when they will be uprising very soon, and you know, you may no longer have a place in this world. It's not crazy, actually. So let's go ahead and break all this dirt. Really just making sure to let this dock have its area. And we'll go ahead and hop back up on the dock even. And I don't know how long we particularly want it. Honestly, we don't need it that long. Maybe this is plenty long already. And we can go ahead and... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We can go ahead and leave some trapdoors here. You know, really just letting them be part of the world. Kind of looks like little holes in the dock, you know? Little natural holes that slowly happen as you use a dock more and more. It's quite nice actually. Maybe like one more just over here in this corner. I think that works really nice. Don't mind the dog barking. She does that from time to time. Dogs do bark, believe it or not. And I think we'll get these trees out of the way because they're kind of impeding where we are landing our boat. Which reminds me, we should probably park our boat right over here. Right over here next to the dock. That way we actually are looking like we're using it properly, you know? We'll go ahead and get another axe, so I'll go ahead and do that. Beautiful. And I'll go ahead and finish chopping down these trees. I know you don't like doing this act. Talking like this does not make you smarter. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not trying to be smarter, I'm just trying to be part of the land. I'm trying to enjoy Minecraft for what it is, not take it for granted. You know? It's not about being smarter or more sophisticated, it's about appreciating what you do have in the world. Not focusing so much on the haves and the have-nots, but just being. Now as this music sets in, we'll go ahead and we'll start making ourselves a path to where we will settle down with our first house. Slowly making our way through this beautiful forest. And I think right here is a perfect spot for a cozy little home. So we'll go ahead and work our way this way. Of course, it's only natural to have a nice path from your dock to where your home should be. It does make the world feel a little more alive that way. And I would like to leave some of these puddles here, because I think they add something. They look quite nice actually. Go ahead and dig these mounds when they're in the way too. And I think we can begin to we'll clear out this area where our house will go. This bit is funnier than any joke you've ever made, and let me tell you, this bit isn't funny. What bit are we talking about? What is a bit? You know, if you would like, you can also donate bits to my stream. It would be appreciated if you have any money. But if you are broke, it's okay. You don't have to hide. Just accept who you are. Let yourself be. So we'll chop down this tall birch tree. And I believe we can start marking out where our house will be. So my first thought is we could build it right around this area here, leaving a nice small little quaint entrance right at the front. High long because you build in odds, never evens. Evens are bad. And we'll go this way. Alright, we'll work our way over. And I think 7 long is plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And another corner. We'll go ahead and we'll maybe level this out a little bit, just to bring it all together. Put that there. Bring some dirt in. And that is looking like a nice little spot for a home. So now we get to decide what will we make the walls out of. Now I see we have a lot of oak and birch around the area, so we could use lots of that. I'm not familiar with too many other block types. Maybe there's something I haven't made before that we could use. Let me go back to my crafting table and just see what we have available to us already. Let's go in here. We don't have access to concrete powder yet, but we could find some. Could use some logs for the walls and some compost bins. Compost bins could look rather creative. Barrels could look very pretty too. Is there much else? I don't think so. We'll just keep clicking through the menu here to make it look like I'm doing something important. And we'll go ahead and make a composter and just see what this could do for us. Now, for whatever reason, what if we made our entire house out of composters? What do we think? Do we like this, guys? I'm happy for everyone who decided not to tune into the stream. Well, that's really rude, because now Reckle's here. Guys, wake up. It's the monthly stream. It's upon us. Yeah, I did stream yesterday, this is true. Anyways, I'm really liking how this composter looks, and I think if we make a whole cabin out of composters, it could be quite nice. So I think we're gonna try and do that. Go ahead and build up the corner pillars of the house here, making sure to leave any trees intact around. And maybe we'll go ahead and plant a couple more over here that we will chop down in the future to continue our home. Plenty of birch trees as well, because no one likes birch trees, so no one minds when they get chopped down. But you can chop down as many as you'd really like, and nothing will ever change. Why is Fempe like talking like he's trying not to wake up his parents at 1 a.m.? No real reason. This is how I always talk, actually, so this is just who I am now and have been forever. So we'll go ahead and make some composters because I did remember the recipe for those. We'll go ahead and just keep making them until we have no more materials to make any more. And we'll start to build up the front of this house and just get a feel for how it should look. And honestly, let's also grab a little more dirt that we can use to, you know, fill in this little hole here. Make it look a little more flat, but not too flat, so that we don't lose how the land feels as it is. We want to keep it in its state as much as we possibly can. And we'll just go ahead and fill out that little area. Maybe bring the pathway this way a little more. And we'll just make sure we fill this in. Bring our pathway up to our nice little home made out of composters. And we'll just keep going. And I think this is where we'll use a staircase to make it feel more of like a grand entrance. Why are we only walking, not sprinting? The reason is pretty simple, actually. I just want to appreciate the world for what it is. You know, I don't want to rush myself through this world. I want to really appreciate it. You know? And a great way to do that is just to walk around and see what we have. I mean, look at that. We would have never looked at this before if we were sprinting. Look at this beautiful, beautiful mountain as it encapsulates the world and surrounds this little cabin deep in the woods. Oh, isn't this nice? So, now, I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and make ourselves a door, and we'll just try and shape out the front of this house a little more. So, we'll go ahead and do a little door like so. And that's not how you make a staircase, is it? Go ahead and make some staircases, though. Like so. And we'll just put a door right here. Now we have our door. Go ahead and place some oak logs. And to make it feel like it fits in a little more, while my dog is growling at me, we'll go ahead and put these in. Maybe making it feel a little more grounded even. We could do this all the way around and just do composters too high. That way we don't have to use too many slabs. What's up, Tebow? Welcome. Even the toilet video sucked. That's not very nice, but it's okay because nothing could bother me right now. Because I'm just enjoying my surroundings. Taking them for what they are and appreciating what the world has given me already and what they will continue to give to me in the future. We'll go ahead and cut some more birch trees and the birch logs, and then we'll make some more slabs to use for our building. Go ahead and make some more of those and just make some composters. And we'll use these composters to continue to build our home right here in the middle of the woods. We'll surround the base of it and we'll continue to build. Can I whisper louder? I don't know what you're talking about. This is how I normally talk. I don't talk any different from this normally, so that'd be strange if I were to whisper louder, because I'm not whispering. So we'll go ahead and we'll take some more oak planks, lining the top of this first floor here. And we'll just make it nice and cozy, starting to fill it in a little more and more every time we pass around. And I think on this first level, it doesn't make too much sense to have lots of windows. I think what we could do is we could maybe build a loft. So maybe what we do is we build part of the structure and it comes out a little bit, like 2 blocks or so, like this. And we go ahead and we just build something here. Now this way, we have a spot where it's maybe a little different from the rest of the house, looks a little different. And, you know, it just feels good. There is a creeper there, so we'll have to be a little careful. Maybe we'll go and, you know what? I'm always down for a little bit of PvP. I can fuck up a creeper. Oh. Well, that was nice. That was relaxing, wasn't it? Beeb, can you whimper for us? That would be so relaxing. This is why I subscribed. This is exactly why we subscribed. But I'm not gonna whimper. That'd be unbecoming of a man. Somehow, between the first 2 minutes of the stream and my internet crashing, Beebs got kidnapped and there's now a skinwalker impersonating him. Can you enlighten me on what a skinwalker is? I'm unfamiliar with that. I'm not quite sure what that means. We'll go ahead and we'll go back over to our crafting table and we'll make another axe, because the first one we just made there sadly broke. This music is quite loud to me. I don't know if it's also loud to you guys, but if it is, let me know and I can turn it down or up. We'll go ahead and make some more composters, because that's what we need more of right now. This is the beepster I've always known, see? Guys, I think you're all taking me a little too fastly here. I'm always the beepster you've known and loved. I will never change. This is just who I've been forever. You know, the nice thing about having a composter for a home is that you can just make bone meal whenever you want. It's quite nice. In fact, why don't we just insulate our walls too? I mean, this leaf litter acts as a natural insulator. We can go ahead and insulate part of our home, making it feel much warmer. Look at that. Now we've insulated our house and we'll stay even more cozy inside once we have a nice campfire to sit down by and listen to the fire crackle. That'll be quite nice, won't it? Oh. We'll go ahead and grab some more birch trees because no one really likes birch trees. We'll just slowly pick up a few more as we harvest from the land. I don't think I'll replant any more birch trees either. I don't like them that much. They are quite ugly. They do look like a bit of bird shit. Like if you imagine, you know, your nice new car that you just bought after working for 100 hours, and you leave it in a nice open parking lot next to maybe a beach or something in the real world. There's plenty of seals around. Once the seals eat some McDonald's fries from the natural tourist wildlife, they'll just make a nice shit right on your nice car that you just got washed. Right after you got off your 9 to 5 and decided to go and relax at the beach for the day. You know, birch trees really aren't that great. They just really should be banished. Let's get rid of all of them. One day, I think we could get rid of all the birch trees. I think that would look quite nice and cozy. What do you guys think? Beeb, don't forget to add the underfloor heating. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'll have to make sure I definitely add some of that. We'll go ahead and make some more composters for our base here. Oh, I'm getting hit. Well, that's not quite nice. The locals don't seem to be too kind to me. Maybe one day they'll understand that I'm not destroying the world. I'm just part of it. So, go ahead and make a few more composters. I'm not really sure how many more composters we need, but honestly, we could just turn them all into composters. We never use too little composters. So I'll go ahead and make plenty more composters. And go ahead and just make this right here. Fill this in. Make it quite cozy. I missed you, Boopster. No more Terraria, please. I think Beepster watched season 2 of Vinland Saga. I don't know what you're talking about. The Terraria content might stay for a little longer. Just because, like I said, it's doing decently well on my channel. And I think it is nice to have. I also have some collabs planned with some other YouTubers who play Terraria as well. But soon I'll be uploading a video that's quite philosophical. It's quite nice. And, you know, it might be a nice little break from the regular Terraria upload schedule. I do plan on breaking it up more with other games that I enjoy as I play. But, you know, there'll be more. Fembeeb has become an ASMR mommy. I'm not sure what an ASMR mommy is. Actually, you know, I think I know one. I think I know an ASMR mommy. If you just give me a second, I might know one a little personally. Believe it or not. Let's see if they're live at the moment. I'm sorry, chat. I don't have an ASMR mommy to show you for now. I thought I might, but they're not live, so it is what it is. And we'll go ahead and eat some apples too that we recover from the land to heal our HP back up to what it once was. And I think this part of the building that juts out should be like distinguishable from the rest of it. I think we'll use some good old oak to really make it feel separate from the rest of the build, but not too separate, because that wouldn't be quite good. I think we'll even go ahead and get rid of these right here, and we'll do something here to make this flow better between. Clip this and send it to Eric. Who is Eric? I'm free. Tell me. Let me guess, the machine mommy? I don't know who you're talking about. I'm not familiar with Machine Mommy. It's not like I watch her regularly or anything. Oh. Yes, this is quite nice, isn't it? Gathering some trees. Just appreciating where we are in the world. I do want to remind us too. We have put the rain on permanently just to match the vibe that I was trying to go for here. I'm hoping that one day someone will see this video once I upload it. They see the nice building and be like, oh, that's quite cozy. Let me watch this. And they fall asleep to it. That's the hope. I don't want to make these things that are super flashy and colorful anymore. I want to make things that make you feel a little more dull and make you feel at home. Be childish once more. I let you fall asleep, and as you doze off, you realize the world isn't such a bad place. You can just become part of it. You know? Someone will watch this one day. I mean, you guys are watching it right now. What does that make you guys? Huh? Think about that. I think that looks quite nice right there. And I think what we'll do is we'll now build up this roof a little bit and make it start to feel a little more at home. Maybe we can use some other material for the roof. I'm not quite sure what yet, but we'll figure it out. This is what happens to the brain when it commits murder. I don't know what you're talking about. This is becoming a problem. You've got to shower eventually. I showered yesterday, so I'm actually pretty clean. We'll go ahead and eat some of those local people that we took care of earlier. That should get my health back up to a little bit of a higher level. And I'm trying to think of like how we could shape this build to be a little cozier. I think on the inside, I want this to be a nice cozy loft. So what we could do, we could start building a staircase on the inside. Maybe one right here. That's not quite a staircase, is it? That's pretty silly. We'll just go ahead and make that like so. And because this is our loft section, where we will kind of have a bed or something, go ahead and place some of these like so. Placing that, maybe a little corner. That doesn't look very nice, does it? Let's fix that. Did you build another bridge? No, but I built some docks, and they're quite cozy. Yeah, we're visiting the world where Thebes once was, but no longer is. I don't know. I actually feel pretty present in the moment right now. I feel like I'm here in this world, and you're here with me. And as we appreciate it more and more, we'll slowly become more and more one with this place that we call home. Well, that's not very convenient, is it? Maybe what we can do is we can make like a little spiral staircase or something. Making it kind of work together like so. And sure, we might have to crouch to get up here, but that's okay. That's just fine. Sometimes what you need is happy little accidents to make the world feel a little more full. And I think up here, what I'd like to have is like maybe a little window. Maybe a couple little windows. Like one here, like a 2 tall window, and a cozy little 1 window right here. And we'll just build this up a little bit more and more. You know, I think we could use an upgrade in the tools department. We've been using wooden tools for a little bit now. Maybe we could just go and get some stone to use for some stone tools. We'll have to look for a nice place to mine. I think a good place to mine could be over by this cliff over here. And because we're going this way anyways, we might as well build a path as well. A path that we can use to get to our new place. And maybe we'll have like a back door or something over here. Or even a, yeah, back door. We'll have a back door later. And the back door will lead us to our mine. The place that we'll use to get lots of our resources in the future. Go ahead and build another shovel out of birch wood because I don't like the birch wood. And we'll continue to go this way. And I feel like this feels like a pretty natural way to progress through the land. Just slowly making it between 2 trees. Maybe not going up so far that way. We'll come around this way. And then we'll go back up again. And we'll make our way over. Oh. Well, there's a lake that we have to overcome to be able to get our stone. We could build a bridge, but I feel like that's quite out of the way for some stones. Maybe we'll find another way to go. Maybe one day we can have a bridge that goes this way. But for now, we'll just leave it as is. Maybe there's another place we can find stone this way. Oh, yes, this is quite nice. Quota's had to find a nice little place to mine stone. And would you look at that? There's actually a cave right behind our home. Sure, it's filled with water, but it should have plenty of stone for us to use. Make some nice tools out of. Go ahead and grab some nice stone right here. And we'll good enough for some other things too. Need like a cozy furnace and a nice chimney. Well, that was rather loud, wasn't it? Thank you for the follow, Blunderman. I thought you were followed before. That's kind of strange that you followed a second time. That doesn't really make much sense, actually. But I'll appreciate it for what it is. Just like I'm appreciating this world and you guys for what you are. Go ahead and make another crafting table. And we'll place it right here. Make ourselves a nice stone pickaxe and maybe a stone axe or two. I think we'll go ahead and grab this copper too since we're here. And we can maybe use this later. You never know how. But I believe there's some new copper items that we could use later. Alright. We'll grab this copper. Yeah, very nice building material. Oh, my nose is a little runny today. I will say that. It's not been the nicest thing to have to deal with all day. And we'll go ahead and grab more copper. And like I said, maybe we'll have enough to make something quite nice in the future. You never know. I'll grab a little more stone. So I think a nice stone roof maybe would look quite nice. We do need a material that we could build something out of, and I think this stone could be the perfect material. If there was some granite nearby, I would love to grab some, but I have not seen any yet. Yeah, we'll grab some coal too. We cook up some food or some copper. I'll have to block this water up so it doesn't become too much of a problem later on. And we'll just keep working our way down into this little cave section here. Isn't this music nice, guys? Do we all like the music that we're listening to? I quite like it a lot, actually. And would you look at that? We found some granite and some andesite. Maybe we can find a little more copper or even some iron to make some tools. Oh, wow. A little bit of copper goes a long way, doesn't it? Oh, and that's quite the cave, isn't it? Wow. That sure is deep. I should sing the song. I don't know if I have the vocal cords for that, so I don't think I will. But, wow. That is something, isn't it? You know, it's crazy what you can find in a world like this. You just look around for a little bit, explore it, and eventually you find things you never thought you would have. It's quite awesome. Thank you for the $5 for 10 minutes, Beebs. I mean, great stream. I love it here. Keep it up. Isn't this just a great stream, guys? I think so too. I think so too. And I think we can even grab some of this granite as well for a nice granite roof. And we can place on our nice little home that we will build slowly but surely. And we'll grab some andesite too to maybe break up the contrast of other blocks and really work it into the land. Want to make sure we get plenty before we go. That way we don't run out when we are home. I'll just let us appreciate the sound of the breaking blocks for a moment. What a wonderful sound, isn't it? I was not paid off by Beams. We all have our roles to play, Bunderman. This is the best stream ever. I know. Isn't this great? I mean, sometimes the fact that I'm streaming at all is already a nice reward, don't you guys think? Wow. Oh, my copper even. Go ahead and cook that up in our own home. We'll grab a little more granite as well. And, you know, I just had a nice little thought for our home. I have like an idea of how this build could go. I'm starting to create a vision in my mind of what I think our nice little cabin could look like, and I think you guys will really like it when it's done. Go ahead and grab some andesite as well, just to really have some materials to build with and have a proper palette. That way our build isn't so boring. I think it's important to use materials you can find naturally from the land, rather than using things from faraway lands. It really makes you feel like you're more part of the world than you were before. And that was quite a creepy sound though. I was hoping to grab some flint as well while I was here. Perfect. We can use that later to our advantage. It looks like it will be night outside as we leave our humble cave. But should not be too much of a worry, or we will make our way back home right after this. Can barely hear the streamer. I think that's probably how it should be. I know, right? Isn't it just amazing? I think so too. I think sometimes what you need is not a voice, but just ears. Oh, he has a sword. That was quite dangerous. These locals really are not appreciating me. But it's alright. We will not fret. Let's continue to build up our home and make it nicer than it was before. Wow. Quite beautiful. I'm gonna get rid of this birch tree because I don't like the way it hangs on my home. It's quite ugly, isn't it, guys? We all agree that this birch stuff isn't so great, don't we all think? And you know, I just had a thought. Why don't we turn these logs out like this? So that way it feels like an extension here, and we can make it feel a little more alive. We could even chop down these trees that we planted earlier and use them to continue to build our home. Of course, I did plant these birch trees too, so that's kind of a problem. We'll have to make sure we chop those down and make sure they go for good. We really don't like these pesky birch trees. So you don't like the tree because of its color? That's true. Yep, that is exactly what I'm saying. The first thought Beeves has had in a while. That's kind of rude. Oh, would you look at that? A librarian villager. Zombie. Maybe there's a village settlement nearby that we could discover later. You never know what this world might have to offer until you search it, right? I think we'll go ahead and turn this bit here to a sideways log. Oh, and my dog's barking at me again. I think that looks quite nice. We can go ahead and rest a good old bigger part of the build right there on that. Go ahead and appreciate this music as well. Listening to it as it makes its beautiful, harmonious sound. Sounds kind of like a racist. Don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about the color of trees, so kind of weird that you would make that assumption there. And so what I was saying is I think we'll have a nice little quaint window here. Nice little taller window here, and we'll cover the back of this and put that there. And what I think we can start to do is I think we can start to shape out how this roof will look. So I want to use some granite, or should I use polished granite? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we could... Polished granite does look quite nice actually. I think we'll use some polished granite and some normal granite. So we'll go ahead and we'll use a little bit of polished granite on top of our normal granite, and we'll start to shape out how we want this roof to look. And I like the naturally pointy roofs. I think they look a little bit better than the flatter roofs. So I think we'll go ahead and make a nice pointy roof here. Now, knowing that I want the building to come here, like so, we'll go ahead and we'll make the roof shaped like this. And of course we'll use some of the smooth granite as well. Just putting it in, making it part of it as we go. It's a nice little frame for what we've been building. Now obviously this will kind of get rid of that one window I wanted to, unless we build the window into the roof, of course, which we could always do, and I think that could look quite nice. We'll go ahead and place a staircase here, under here, or so. We'll build this in. And something I was thinking about as well is I think buildings should have a little more greenery in them. And I think what we'll do is we'll leave this kind of here as a frame for what will be. And I'll show you guys what I have planned in a second here. So we'll keep going. We'll build a little more of this roof, leaving that spot for the window there. Going back down to our crafting table to go ahead and maybe make some more stairs. Perfect. Oh, I can't quite seem to do parkour. Silly me. Go ahead, make a little roof like that. And what I'm thinking we do is I'm gonna grab some dirt and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we're gonna do. Beams is such a narcissist, I mean, kind guy, that he took regular Twitch emotes and slapped his name onto them. What an amazing guy. Well, you know, they don't actually give you much of an option about that, and Mamba, please stop barking at me. I might have to see what my dog wants in just a second here. I probably should go see what she wants. So anyways, what I'm thinking, right? So we build a nice little trail of dirt that will slowly create grass to become part of our roof. We'll go ahead and make some nice little bits like so, and we'll have a little bit of a green top, if you will. My dog is so loud. She must really need something. I should take care of her quick. So why don't we sit here real quick. We'll let the rain play. I'll build myself in a little bit, make it a little safer for my being, and I'll be right back after I figure out what she wants. Let's go ahead. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. See you guys were saying it was a little peaceful while I was gone. That's always a good thing. Obviously, I'm trying to bring more peace to this world, and if I can do that in any kind of way, even if it means the absence of my presence, I appreciate that. So, we'll go ahead and get rid of some of this gravel that we used to block up our home, and we'll continue to work on making it feel homier and homier as we go. Do you guys remember when he came on for the first time with a green suit? That was a good memory. That was a good memory, wasn't it, Debo? That was a great memory. So I think now we'll go ahead and some more of that local meat, which does make my stomach a bit upset, but that's okay. And I think a great spot for a chimney would be right here. So I think what we'll do is we'll carve out part of this little home that we built up. So nice. We'll start to build something that resembles a chimney. We'll go ahead and use some stairs and slabs, maybe even some walls. And we'll build this up, make our cozy chimney that we can use to fit right in at home. Maybe we'll even put in some andesite as well, making it feel a little less plain. Of course, we'll do that on the outside as well. And we'll go ahead and build it up. And as we do, it will look more and more like a chimney. We could make it a little lopsided to make it feel a little more natural. So maybe we'll do that as well. We'll just go ahead and throw a little staircase here and staircase there. And as we go up, it will shape more and more into something that resembles part of our home. Go ahead and really shape this into something that can be part of something amazing. Me making some of those into that, and then a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ah. Nice. Oh, that's not quite the way I wanted that stair to look. Do that. Making it look quite nice. Oh! That was an accident. I didn't mean to fall that far. Thieves, did you know Machine Mommy is live? Really? Are you serious? Oh! Guys, I think we'll take a short break from Minecraft for a second and just appreciate what we have here. Moment.
You know what? Whatever.
Isn't this nice?
Hi. Sorry.
So I was fixing my ratty hair.
My bad. That was the last one. What?
Maybe I'll go on my phone too.
Please work. You
Please
better work, bitch.
You better work.
It's not gonna work, is it? It's not. I'm gonna crash out. Hey, welcome to the crash out. Welcome to the crash out.
Isn't the stream just
I
great?
need to trim my nails.
I really do like watching Machine Mommy live.
And no.
So I think now we'll go back to some Minecraft. Awesome. This is exactly what we came back for. Now I think we'll have to go ahead and make sure we finish this chimney, making it feel quite whole again. Grass isn't growing on here yet, so I don't feel too bad breaking this dirt. And we'll go back and make our way over to this. Let's be throwing one more into sight before I finish it off with a little, which I think could look just like this. Right. Oh, wow. We sure are low on health once more. Little local meat should suffice. Look at the shape of that chimney. And I think as we build this house up, we'll look better and better as time goes on. No? Go back to the stream? Viewers about to go down now? It's fine. We weren't here for Machine Mommy anyways, right? We're here for me. Obviously. I'll have to go ahead and plant some more oak trees. We can chop them down a little bit more and make some more profitable materials to build our home with instead of destroying the forest around us. This is quite nice. Chopping down a birch tree. It feels much better this way. Go ahead and put some more of these down. And those will grow into nice mighty oak trees that we can use for our home. And as we build more and more, I think the shape of this building will start to appear a little more and more as each pass goes by. I think what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and we'll start to build up the front of the house and create the shape that will exist there permanently. I believe we could have our home roof start about here. And as we go up, it will uncover more and more of a beautiful roof design that I have thought very deeply about. Also, linking Twitch clips is kind of rude, but I understand. Go ahead and make a few more staircases. Oh, isn't this music nice, guys? I really do enjoy it. And yeah, as we make this roof more and more, we'll keep uncovering a beautiful patch that will become our home. It's not rude, you weirdo. You know, I think I'm the streamer. I think I get to decide what is rude and what isn't, right? Or am I crazy? Speaking of being crazy, I was indeed crazy once. They locked me in a room. They made me crazy. And I think we'll go ahead and finish it off with one more little smooth granite cap. And we'll, of course, continue around this corner, making this feel a little more full. We'll do the same over here, of course. And as we do, we'll start to see the shape of our house as it emerges from what is seemingly nothing. And you can see here, this is where we'll have a nice, I think, big window. Maybe not such a big window. Maybe we'll have a cozy window. Cozy window shape that doesn't feel too grand, but feels just at home. And as we do, the shape of this house becomes more and more real. And it really starts to settle in that this is where we're going to live. So, go ahead and enter our home. And I think we'll start to build this up a little bit more. Filling in the empty space that once persisted on our building. And all of a sudden, we have quite a nice home feature. Go ahead and maybe build a little shelf here in the furnace. Maybe not so much like so. But we'll do that. And of course, you could use a couple more things, but let's start to smelt some copper. That way, maybe we can use it to build one day. To finish this house up quite nice. Your skin is a zombie and you're eating rotten flesh. Are you a cannibal? No, we're just eating the local meat that's provided to us by the land. So, go ahead and continue to do that. And as we do, start imagining how this loft will really shape up in the middle of the house here. Because obviously, exterior is one thing, but planning your interior is also very important. I think we'll have a nice bed up here. Some nice glass here, the window. Maybe a little fence that maybe comes out a little bit from the house. So maybe what we can do is we could not use birchwood because birchwood's gross. And we'll create some stairs that maybe lead to something like this. And on that can exist a nice little fence that makes it feel quite loft-like. But obviously to continue to build this, we'll need some more materials. So we'll have to go get some. What do you mean? Why do I keep calling the zombies locals? That's what they are. They're part of the land too, aren't they? This land was made for you and me. The zombies, they're no different. They're also part of this world. So we gotta make sure that we don't treat them any different either. I am starting to get nervous about maybe dying to one of these said locals, but I'm sure everything will be okay. So we'll just keep working, chipping away a little more and more. We will probably need some more granite to finish out the shape of this roof, but we'll do that in due time. We can start to expand upon it a little bit on the back, making it feel a little more full as each second goes by. You can also go ahead and continue to finish out these corners and making the world making the house feel that much better, that much cozier. Of course, I have to remove some of these foliage, but that should be no big deal. Then place some more of these, and it will slowly work its way into our chimney. Can you do another water bucket clutch? I want this world to end. You know, sometimes we all want things to come to an end. And in some way there's a beauty about that. Not being happy because it's happening, but being happy because it happened. There is something beautiful about that. But right now, let's just be happy that it's happening. And not be happy that it happened. This world, I want it to last a little bit longer than the last one. Season 1 was rather disappointing in how it ended. I don't know if you all agree with that or not, but that's how I feel. You know, something's really nice about going into a world with no plan and seeing which way it might take you. Right now, I'm building without one, without a plan. And I don't know which direction I'm heading, but for some that might create some anxiety for me, it creates a nice warm feeling. A feeling of everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I can keep moving on and playing this game as if I'm part of it. So, go ahead and make another axe. And don't forget to replant the trees that we took down. Make sure that we, of course, replant no birch trees because they are gross. And this world will continue to feel more and more wonderful as we purge this world of birch trees. Wow. Continuing, plant some more trees around our path that will lead us to a bridge in the future. But for now, it just leads to our home. Our nice, humble home. Go ahead and maybe place another door at the back. One that keep the monsters away. From our nice, cozy home. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? And of course extend this over here as well. Really fleshing this out. And now that we have a little more oak wood, we can go ahead and finish what I was talking about. Finishing that little loft. Making some of those, making some of these. Maybe we'll use a couple fence gates as well. To make it feel a little more lively up there. We'll place another platform there. Crouching into our cozy little loft. Placing some fences. And look at that. Isn't that cozy? We can look down on the inside of our home. And it's beautiful. Hey Beebs, I think you've been streaming for a little bit too long. You gotta get off now. By the way, Beebs lost, by the way Beebs, I lost 3,000 on blackjack this month. Damn, that's crazy. You know, I too have lost gambling. Just a little more money than I'd like to admit, but sometimes we take comfort in not being alone in these sorts of things. I will not disclose how much I've lost, but let's say I opened a few CSGO cases this month already. And eventually I'm sure I'll get my winnings back. Or my losings, I guess. Cozy house? Okay, guys, this is a cozy house. What the fuck are we talking about? Of course this is a house. What else would it be? And how is it not cozy? It's the coziest house you know. I'm sorry. I was getting a little frustrated there, and that's unbecoming. I'll maintain my cool a little more. Oh, and the locals are after me. Is there any way for him to get inside? Do I have to be a little concerned here of death? Perhaps I do. I'm not quite sure right now. I'm not sure what this world holds for me at the moment. Go ahead and block ourselves in, perhaps. I'm worried he'll shoot me through this door. Yeah, this is quite scary. We'll just do that. I think in total I've lost $71,000. Well, you know, if you would have spent that on CSGO, you could have at least had a knife for that much money. So, maybe you should start gambling on CSGO instead. A hut made inside a bunch of trash. That's not very nice. The smell in there must reek. There's 60 composters making up that base. Listen, the composters are there for aesthetics, okay? I don't know how I'm going to continue to live right now. I'm trying to think of where I could possibly be getting food. Perhaps I could go outside a little bit, see if there's any apples. Oh, that's a skeleton. So currently they're guarding both sides of my house. I think what we'll do is we'll make a run to the boat. And we'll go to the jungle, see if we can get anything there. Remember, running is illegal in this world, so I'm not going to do it. There's an apple there. I want to grab it. Good. We'll go ahead and eat the apple. We'll get on our boat. And we'll... Oh. Wait. There's natural food in the ocean. We'll just go fishing. Now, I don't own a spear, but this should still work. We should still be able to chop up some fish and bring them home as food for night. Let the locals live in the house. You can sleep on a tree, monkey boy. Now, I'm not sure if that's meant to be an insult, but you're not doing a very good job at it, so maybe reconsider the way you approach insults. It's a little unbecoming for a grown man like yourself. ahead and repark our boat. We'll walk back to our home. Maybe cooking up a few fish. That way, we can survive a little longer in our house. I'm not really sure how we can take out any skeletons at the moment. For now, I'll think about how maybe I can make some charcoal out of this birch wood. Stop eating the locals? I don't see the problem, to be honest. I think it's quite becoming of a circle of life. Eating the locals and letting them eat you. Apparently not all locals are treated equally. Earlier he killed a creeper and said it was he said it was relaxing. This shows Beeb hates people. Well, with his what? That doesn't make it that's not English. I'm sorry to break it to you. But what is English is me cooking this raw cod with some charcoal in our nice cozy abode. Oh, I wouldn't call creepers locals. I meant with. Oh, of course. I still don't understand because I'm unable to read, but I pretend like I do. So, we'll go ahead and continue and make our house feel more cozy as we go. Building up this back wall as well, because that would be very great if anything else got inside, would it? We'll have to go get some more granite to finish out this roof here. And we'll have to get some dirt and we'll just start planning the inside of the house, because obviously this floor doesn't make much sense, does it? Maybe we could use some smooth andesite to create a nice cozy floor, and we could grab some dirt for our roof in the meanwhile, instead of taking care of the land and destroying it and making it look much worse than it already does. And I quite like that plan. Let's take this out now. Let's start to create a floor for us to live on. One that feels cozy and really takes advantage of what we have available to us. Make a couple more wooden shovels. Beautiful. And we'll grab the fish we cooked up and pop from the wild. Eating a little bit as we need to regain our health. We could also make some copper armor to prepare ourselves better for the wilderness. Beautiful. Okay. We're slowly making more and more of this house feel more and more like a home, which is exactly what we are aiming to do. We'll go ahead and make some torches as well so we can light up the house, making sure that nothing can really upset us too much. Maybe we'll leave some torches here at the door, and we'll go ahead and throw some torches here on one of those. Doing the same on the other side of the house as well, making it feel quite cozy. We'll go ahead and start to place in our floor as well. Maybe we'll leave gravel at the entrances as well to make it feel like it's been walked on more. And as we place in our nice floor, we'll realize we're out of materials and we'll have to go get some more soon. We will even leave some leaves too, scattered around the entrances to make it feel like it's a bit of a mess at these entrances, because we have shoes on and we aren't taking them on off when we come inside. We can also relocate the crafting table, maybe to be under the loft entrance, just to feel like it's in a better spot. We'll go and go back to our cave where we gathered materials earlier. We'll grab a couple more. Now, I don't really remember where this cave is, but I'm sure it won't take too long to find out. It was. There's some nice local sheep as well. Maybe one day we can make a nice little sheep farm. Their cottage in the woods. Yes, there is copper armor now. They did add it recently, and it's quite nice the way it protects us. Oh, look at that. We found our cave. It is tucked away in this forest pretty well. It's a little tough to find. We'll have to make sure we got plenty of stone and andesite and whatever else we might need to continue building our house as we continue on in this world. We'll probably grab another stack or so of granite. And there is some iron as well, which we can use to make some more tools and whatnot, taking advantage of what the world's been giving to us here. We'll also need to grab some sand for glass as well, which we can use to make windows and make our house feel a little more finished than it already does. But they did make an end update. Wait, they made another update for the end? Wait, that's actually a thing? Are we serious? Remember, Minecraft hates the community and will never add emerald armor. It's true. They will never do that. Look at this guy. He's hiding he's hiding from his past. And will not confront. What are we talking about? I'm not hiding from my past. What are you on about? So anyways, we'll continue to grab plenty of granite. And we'll also make sure we get plenty of andesite as well to finish our floor. And we'll appreciate this music and the sound of the blocks breaking as the rain pitter-patters on the nice ceiling above us. Oh, my pickaxe seems to have broken. No worry. We should have a crafting table right here. We can go ahead and make ourselves another one. Of course, we don't have any stone. Maybe we can make one out of andesite. Well, that didn't seem to work, so we'll just grab more cobblestone. Make ourselves one more. And we'll grab a little more cobblestone as well to make sure we don't run out once we do get home. Okay, quote number 10, Beebs. Fuck pebbles. I did say that once upon a time. I did say that. It's true. I hate pebbles. Beebs, didn't you also nail the pillow of pebbles to your wall over the Epstein flag? Not sure what you're talking about. I wouldn't own a flag of Epstein in my own home. Would not own that ever. So, kind of weird that you would say that. Go ahead and finish grabbing our andesite and our granite. And as we do finish up, we will grab a little more cobble before we go home. Right here. He's dissing our hero Pebbles. I don't know what you're talking about. Pebbles doesn't exist in this world. So I'm not really sure what you guys are all on about, but it sounds like you might be schizophrenic. And maybe you should get that checked out. You know, these things aren't really good things to joke about either. I mean, mental health is a real serious thing. So if you guys are joking, it's not very good. We've got the materials we need now, though, so we'll go ahead and make our way back home. What about a pillow of a miner? I don't know what you're talking about. How about a pillow of both? Still unsure what you're referring to. Ah, yes, this is very cozy, very nice. And we'll go ahead and we'll continue filling in our house. And it's beautiful, beautiful roof that we have so carefully made. Go ahead and place maybe one more dirt there. Feel that. Fill that in a little bit. And it looks like we might need a little more dirt to get our house properly growing in green of grass. It is quite nice looking though, the way this house is shaped up to be. Very cozy. Perhaps we can make a crafting table on our roof here. And we'll use this roof to make some more granite stairs Pick a couple more. And this will just really flesh out the edges of this. There's 2 phantoms. That is quite terrifying. We'll have to go rather quick here. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not scared. It's hard to... Oh my god. We're gonna go inside for the night, I think. Surely it's a little safer in here. And as we do, we'll read a couple of the chats. So, let the pillow be here, block, stop. What are you talking about? I'm not quite sure. I guess since we're inside now, we can go ahead and finish our nice cozy floor. And we'll just layer what we have here with this nice polished andesite. Look at that. That feels very cozy, very demure. Maybe we'll go ahead and replace a couple of these with andesite in the spots that might be more trafficked. Like over here, for example, towards our loft from both doors, and maybe even in front of the furnace. I think that feels quite nice. Yes. Yes, very good. So now as the house seems to shape up and we have more of a roof over our heads, we can perhaps continue to fill out these walls. Oh, I seem to have placed a block where I didn't mean to. Silly me. We'll just go ahead and remove that. And we'll go ahead and do that. Placing some blocks. And here is where... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all good. There should be no concerns here. Look at that. Now we have a nice finished wall. And we can continue to finish it over here as well. I think in the future we'll have to go ahead and place some wooden stairs on the back side of this to make it feel more finished, because right now looking up at dirt doesn't make much sense, does it? So what we could always do is we could maybe build some granite bricks here and use them to finish the inside of the house as well as the outside. I think that looks quite nice, actually. And we can continue to do the same thing over here as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, I seem to have fallen off my little loft. We'll have to go ahead and make some more granite stairs. And that's quite wonderful. We'll go ahead and replace some of these as well, getting rid of the blocks that seem unnecessary at the time. We'll place some of these here even. And since this is our roof area, we'll have to leave it be, I think. Oh. Is there a reason that all the locals hate you and attack you on sight? I don't know. Maybe it's because they dislike me becoming part of their land. I got 3 minutes of ads. Tell me his answer to that question, D-Bash. He isn't responding. Well, I have now. And now we just go ahead and break that, leaving room for a window. And I think what we'll do is we'll maybe start to grab some grass and or some glass and some dirt to finish out our roof. On the other thought, maybe we don't do that just yet. Maybe we'll just finish this out, making this look a little better. That house really is coming together, isn't it? And we'll slowly make our way back to the back side of the house, getting on top of the trees even. And we'll break ourselves a little path to get over to the roof so we can work on it. And we'll begin to work on it once more. These phantoms are really quite annoying. And we'll go ahead and use our roof crafting table that we have placed earlier to make a couple more stairs. Holy crap, that is a lot of damage from phantoms. That is quite annoying. I'm gonna go inside again. I seem to have run out of food, which is not a great thing. Maybe we'll wait it out till daytime. My stream crashed, so I have to go back through the ads. That is quite unfortunate. Oh, man. These phantoms really are annoying. It's alright though. We'll be just fine. The phantoms seem to have found a way into my house though as well, which is not great. The bed could be in order really soon, and we do have those local sheep, so maybe we'll go ahead and place ourselves some iron in this furnace, and we'll get some nice cozy iron to make some shears with. I think Beebs is high. Well, I'm actually not high. I'm pretty low to the ground. I was high in the ground in the sky earlier when I was trying to finish my house, but it doesn't seem like that will really be possible with the phantoms. We'll go ahead and grab this iron, make ourselves some shears so we can make a bed soon. And we'll go and find some more food once more. I really would like to be able to go outside to find some food, but it seems we're kind of in a pickle. I mean, obviously with the rain, the phantoms really can't go much of anywhere, can they? I would love to run, but I can't. I would like to get to the water and get some fish, maybe. Not quite sure how we're going to do that yet, though. This is not looking too good. We're just going to make a break for it, I think. And if we see some swoop down, we'll just get to the water as fast as we possibly can. Oh my god. Thing to look at when we're finished here. We have some glass panes, some glass, grass even. And we'll just finish this house so it looks a little bit more finished. And I can use it as a thumbnail. We'll go ahead and finish this up by putting the grass that I wanted to have on the house at the top. This looks very good. I'm not sure, Tebow, why they're celebrating. I think I have a little bit of a problem with my chat for some reason. But we'll go ahead and finish this house, making it look much nicer. And maybe we can even download some shaders to make it look even better in the picture. We'll go ahead and finish this up like so. We'll grab some granite stairs. I'm sure you guys all want to see what this would have looked like if it was finished as well. I can't be the only one. I'll go ahead and place this here. And we'll grab some of that bone meal we would have used with the composters to go ahead and really finish this up, making it look quite like a home. We'll go ahead and add some glass panes to the inside. There. We'll even add some glass in here as well. We'll finish what the roof was supposed to look like inside. We'll probably have to fill this in as well, just so there's nothing that spawns in. Finishing placing some granite. We'll even place some of this in here. Making it look quite professional on the inside. Doesn't that look quite nice inside and cozy? And we'll even go ahead and finish the rest of this house. I don't even think the shaders would help this abomination. I don't think that's true, actually. I think this is quite a nice home. I'll have to make sure we use only materials we could have found around the area as well to really bring this together. We'll use some trapdoors to just bring in the rest of this as well. Yeah, it's quite nice. We'll do a pot because we could have gotten some clay or something. Maybe put a little flower up here or something. Cornflower could look quite nice. And we'll grab a bed that we were planning to put up top. And that's where the bed would have gone. Would have looked quite nice, I think. We'll even finish this up with some granite over here. And he had a nice cozy little loft. Little trapdoor we can use to open and close the door even. Guess we can't really leave that there, huh? We'll have to leave it simple, I suppose. That's okay though. Can always cover up this part at the very least. And as we go downstairs, we could have had a nice table or something as well, just to sit at. Perhaps with some stuff in the middle here. Put a little table. The fence. Could have been a pressure plate there. That could have been our nice little home. We'll have to have some chests for storage, of course. Could have even made a copper chest, apparently. It would have looked quite nice, I think. We can put some copper chests. Maybe in the corner here. Maybe one there. That would have looked quite nice, I think. And as we go outside, it looks pretty cozy, I want to say. Looks pretty cozy indeed. Maybe we can even take some walls and some cobblestone. This. We could have maybe made this look a little nicer as well. A little taller. That way it feels a little more visible on this side. Right. That's quite nice. We'll get rid of the roof crafting table. We'll put some of those there. Actually, some granite would be nice. Right there. Making it look quite finished. Some oak down right here as well. Could even do the same over here. Look at that. Makes the roof really come together, I think. And as we appreciate the building we have built, I think we'll go ahead and get some resource packs and shaders. And F2. Oh, we'll let the Phantom go. And there we go. And everyone, say cheese. Oh, crouch. Good idea. A little F2 right there. Good. Okay. Well, guys, that's the house we built today, and I think it's time to stop playing Minecraft for now, and I think we go on to a more professional game.